If you've ever spent any time in Florida, you've seen them. These huge, screened-in structures, kind of like cages, that are attached to what feels like every single house. They take a regular backyard and turn it into this protected little oasis. But what exactly are they? And more importantly, if you're a homeowner in the Sunshine State, are they really worth what can be a pretty hefty price tag? Let's break it all down.
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the absolute basics, what these things even are and why they exist. Then we'll pop the hood and look at their anatomy, talk numbers, and walk through the entire process from start to finish. We'll even cover what it's really like to live with one, and by the end, you'll have a much better idea if this is the right move for you.
All right, first up, let's get right to the heart of it. Why are these enclosures pretty much the unofficial mascot of the Florida backyard? Well, it's because they're way more than just a fancy fence. They are a core part of the Florida lifestyle.
See, when you look at one of these, don't just think of it as a backyard accessory. This is an honest-to-goodness engineered solution to a very unique, very Floridian set of problems. It literally transforms an outdoor space into what a lot of people call Florida's real living room.
So what are we really talking about here? At its core, a screen enclosure is a pretty simple concept. It's a lightweight aluminum frame that holds up big panels of screen mesh. And the whole point, the entire goal, is to create this bug-free, debris-free bubble so you can enjoy being outside without, all the things that make being outside kind of miserable sometimes. And why is that barrier so critical in Florida specifically? Well, this slide nails it. You're blocking out the relentless mosquitoes and those horrible no-see-ums. You're stopping all the leaves and pine needles from constantly mucking up your pool. You're even getting a little bit of shade from that intense sun. And what's the bottom line? It means you can actually use your backyard day or night. It becomes a true extension of your home.
Okay, so how do these massive structures actually stay standing? Let's take a look at the anatomy. It's a surprisingly complex system, and every single piece plays a really important role.
It really all boils down to these four main parts. You've got the aluminum frame, that's the skeleton. Then there's the engineered roof structure, which is all about strength and wind resistance. You've got the screen mesh itself, obviously. And last but not least, the fasteners and anchors. And seriously, don't sleep on those. They might seem small, but they are what hold the entire thing to the ground, and they are absolutely vital for meeting Florida's super strict building codes.
Now check this out. This is where the engineering gets really interesting. The shape of the roof, whether it's a dome or a gable or a mansard roof, it's not just about what looks good. Each one of these designs handles wind in a very different way. That dome shape, for example, is super aerodynamic. It helps deflect high winds up and over the structure. So choosing that roof design is one of the most critical safety decisions you'll make.
In the screen itself, well, it's not a one-size-fits-all deal. As you can see here, you've got options. Standard screen is great for just keeping things clear and visible. No-see-um mesh is for those tiny, maddening little bugs. They even make extra tough, pet-resistant screen. And of course, privacy screens. A lot of people mix and match. Maybe put the pet screen on the bottom panels and standard screen up top.
All right, it's time to talk about the big one, the elephant in the room, money. What's one of these things going to set you back? It's a major investment, so let's get into the numbers.
So as a starting point, a real baseline for a basic, pretty straightforward design, you're probably looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of $15 to $25 per square foot. Think of that as your entry point for a typical lanai.
But, and this is a big but, that number can start to climb, and fast. If you're looking at more complex projects, like one with a lot of angles or extra height or special materials for a high wind zone, you could easily jump into that $25 to $40 plus range per square foot.
So what does that look like in real dollars? Well, for a very common 12 by 24 foot pool, a typical enclosure often falls somewhere between $8,000 and $15,000. But I have to stress this, that is just a ballpark. Every single project is unique. Okay, so you've picked a design, you've wrapped your head around the budget. What happens next? Let's walk through the actual timeline, from that first phone call all the way to the final inspection. The process kicks off with consultation and design. That's the fun part, and it's pretty quick. But here's the part that catches everyone by surprise. Look at that second step, engineering and permitting. That is where the waiting happens. It can easily take 2 months, sometimes even longer, depending on how busy your local building department is. The crazy part? Once all that paperwork is finally approved, the actual on-site installation usually only takes a few days.
So, the crew has packed up, the inspector signed off, and it's beautiful. What now? Let's talk about the long game, what it's actually like to live with one of these, and the kind of upkeep it needs. Okay, I need to be absolutely crystal clear on this point. Permits are not a suggestion. They are not optional. In Florida, these structures are legally required to be engineered to stand up to high winds. The permit is your guarantee that it's been designed correctly and built to code. It protects your investment and, way more importantly, it protects your home.
Everybody listen up, because this is maybe the single most important thing you need to know about owning one of these in Florida. As the quote says, a standard screen enclosure is not hurricane-proof. Think of those huge screen panels like giant sails on a ship. In a major storm, they catch the wind and put an unbelievable amount of stress on the frame. To keep the whole thing from failing, you have to be prepared. For a lot of people, that means strategically removing a few screen panels to let that destructive wind pass right through.
So, we've covered what it is, what it's made of, how much it costs, and what it's like to live with, which brings us all the way back to the million-dollar question we started with. Is it actually worth it?
So let's put it all on the table, a final weigh-in. On the worth it side, the benefits are clear. You get way more usable outdoor time, you get to relax without being eaten alive by bugs, and you spend a lot less time cleaning your pool or patio. But on the other side, you have to balance that against a pretty significant upfront cost, that sometimes painfully long permit process, and the very real responsibility of being prepared for a hurricane. So in the end, it really comes down to you. Does this fit your home? Does it fit your budget? And maybe most importantly, does it fit your lifestyle? For millions of people in Florida, the answer is a resounding yes. It's a genuine investment in their quality of life. But now you've got the facts you need to make that call for yourself.
And hey, if after all this you're thinking, you know what? This sounds like exactly what I need, and you want to talk to an expert, the folks over at Screen Factory Florida specialize in these kinds of outdoor projects. We've gone ahead and left a link to their site for you in the description below.